Good morning, it's Gustavo and Bella coming to you from an undisclosed location. We're getting ready to come back to the Republic of Equatorial Guinea, which is home. We want to let you know that we want the Chinese out of Africa. The Chinese are a pernicious group. They hate Africans. They're racist. I'm proud of what happened in the Congo recently and that they expelled that. We asked the African Union, don't be a slave to the Chinese. We know that they have a history of abusing the men, women, and children in Africa. And I'm also going to be critical of the Indians. Indians have been very, very cruel and exacted some unusual punishment among African men. So we asked the continent of India, if you're going to do business on the continent of Africa, be humane. La gente de Guinea Equatorial, es Gustavo Vela, aquí en Washington, D.C., el día 20 de julio 2022, preparando para llegar en Guinea. Pero es importante los chinos no más molestando la gente de Guinea y el continente de África. Yo no tengo miedo de nadie o nunca tiene miedo de personas que no quieren ayudar con libertad, justicia, democracia, derechos humanos y elecciones libres. Es preparando para cambiar. Mira, tirolo bien guión basogo, no más sin poder. Tirolino, no más sin poder. La Federación de Justicia y Democracia en Guinea trabajando con miembros de oposición que es muy seria. Tú vas a ver personas que, ¿por qué Gustavo? No preocupada. Las personas que no tienen una espalda muy fuerte, as cobardes. Cuando tú quieres entre la arena, sí yo escucho. Pero cuando bla, 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 cuando comer borrachos o comer comida, yo no preocupado. Venga aquí para la lucha de democracia de Guinea. For those of you who are out there on the sidelines and the margins, we don't really care what you have to say. Enter into the arena of democracy, justice, freedom, human rights, women's rights. We look forward to making sure that the Chinese will no longer be manipulative, because the Chinese are a pernicious menace to the continent of Africa, and the Federation for Democracy and Justice stands shoulder to shoulder with the people of the Ukraine. We condemn Putin's war, and we want to make it very clear that in my capacity as the next and first democratically elected president of the Republic of Equatorial Guinea, an oil-rich nation in Central West Africa, you can make sure that those countries that are aiding Russia will not get a drop of Equatorial Guinean oil. Those who are helping Ukraine, well, we'll make sure the faucet's wide open. We look forward to working with the United States of America. We look forward to working with the European Union. We look forward to working with NATO. We look forward to working with the African Union. But the African Union must stand down and make sure that they're not dealing with the Chinese anymore, because there's a new and improved Africa. I'm one face of many, but believe me, there's an army of me behind. We're looking to reproducing reproducers. One last thing. As we get ready, we must acknowledge the memory of those Equatorial Guineans, past and present, and those Africans who have been important with the liberation of the continent. We include my father and many other fathers, sisters, and brothers, mothers, and daughters. We remember, we acknowledge you, and we never forget you. And I'll issue this last warning. Teodoro Biang Gama Basogo and your family, leave Equatorial Guinea and never return. You'll feel what it's like to live in exile. This is the final warning. Look what's happened to these other despots. You have Mr. Dos Santos in Barcelona. He was poisoned. Mr. Shinzo Abe, a good man, was assassinated in the streets of Japan. The Sri Lankan president is no longer in power. The Italian prime minister has resigned. The president has refused to resubmit. Now that you have lost legitimacy to lead, you can go hide out in Mongomo. You can hide out in any village. But all I can say is that it's amazing when people have a concerted effort to look for others, things can happen. So as we say before, when all is said and done, fortune favors the brave, and you, Teodoro Bangema, are a coward. We'll see you all soon on the shores of Malabo.